Good afternoon, August the 7th, 2015. First week of August is gone. Can you believe it? Time flies. The market is selling. We're not getting much in the way of a rebound. We've got several areas that could hold the market. The low volume number is 2070, and that holds. The market is pointed lower. We came in this morning. It was a news day trade. Whichever way the news went would be the way the market would go. The news showed that the Fed could raise interest rates sooner rather than later, and the market sold. So bad news continues to be, for the most part, good news in the macroeconomic news continues to be bad news for the E-minis. So we had a move, pause, move. Distribution complete. We got consolidation. The only thing that I could see that would rally us would be massive intervention by the Fed or end of the week short covering, and it doesn't look like we're going to get it. Talk through three trades today. The first one we took right here was a loser. Second trade right here, only good for 2 points. Third trade right here, good for 2 points. This trade would have been good for 3 to 5. This trade right here would have been a loser. This trade would have been a winner. This trade is scratched and then pretty much chopped from that. So you had two losers if you'd taken the trades that the methodology dictates, and you would have had a bottom line, which is what it's all about. So which way is the market headed on Monday? Monday we have the labor market conditions index. It is summer. We don't get a lot of news usually over the weekend. I think the White House is preparing for its 2-week vacation. Man, this guy, 40 vacations since he's been in office. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. More golf games than probably several presidents put together. I mean, living large, living large. Definitely dealing with a B. On this one, the F1 screen was a sell too, lower high, lower low. So looking for a place to sell it. Going back and retesting this number, the 70 area right up here. So selling failure to take out 68 to 70. Then we got our round number up here, 75, selling 74s to 76s for sell 2. On the buy side, 60, 62. Might go a little lower and not break. And then we're down in our 55 area, plus or minus. So, not too hard to read today. Looking at the note, the financials are playing like the Fed's not going to be able to raise interest rates in September. The market doesn't know. I mean, that's where we are. So here we are. The news was as expected, but with upward revisions. You would think that would take the financials lower. They tried to break off the revisions, but then they came back into close strong. So higher low, higher high says buy it on the F2 screen. Looking at the F2 screen right here, definitely a very, very strong P. Now, the market usually skips one volume. So we've got all this volume down here. We've got volume right there. And then we have volume right here. So it usually skips one of the volume nodes most recent in the market's memory. Probably a combination of gunning stops and traders trying to get an advantage by being short above a high volume number. So we have a P here. This says higher, so we're going to sell failure to take out 16 to 20, then 23 to 27. Would like to retest this breakout down here to get long. So the 5 to 9 area would be really good, but we probably won't have a shot at that. So We got an H period low at 10, D period low at 8.5. So we're going to buy 7 to 11. And then we're going to pick up and buy the forward area to the buck. Looking at the 30-year, pretty strong P. The knob spread went over 11 today, so the big guys, the spreaders, are buying it. They don't have any trouble being long at these levels. So selling failure to take out 24.28. Then we'll make 7 to 11. We'll skip an area. On the buy side, 5 to 9. Well, that's 9 to 13. Pretty strong market. I think the easiest trade to see is failure to extend the high and take it up. And then 29 to 01. Gold. Outside day. That implies a trading range. Suggests that we'll get that on Monday. Last rotate up was 93, then 94.5, then 96. So selling 94s to 96. Sell 1. 99 to 01. Sell 2. On the buy side, 85, 87. And 80 to 82. No news to drive this trading over the weekend. Looking at crude, crude is still pointed lower. Our next trading target is the 42.50 area. Come through that, it's going to be 40. Lower high, lower low, find a place to sell it. Can it be that easy? Can it be that simple? Yes, it is. Just have to understand how lower highs and lower lows are created. This screen confirms it, so 44, 44 and a quarter, sell 1. 50 to 75, sell 2. 43, 43 and a quarter, buy 1. And 42.50, 42.75, buy 2. Probably going to get stops below the recent low at 40. I think it was 42.42 was the low. And end of the week short covering is what we came up with for why the euro rallied as much as it did. Look at all markets the same way, through the same prism, through the same template. Outside day, that favors a trading range come Monday. We're going to get a P on the F2 screen. And we're at resistance, so Sell 1, 110, a little bit higher. Get stops above 110. Sell 2, 1025. On the buy side, we do a little better, so we're going to make it 925, buy 1 to 35. And 109 even, plus or minus. Hey, I want to thank everybody for joining us this week. All the new people that have visited got some great questions. We appreciate that, and hopefully we got some of your questions answered to your satisfaction. It's all contained in the profile. Learn how to read the profile. You can read any market. The thing that drives the market is higher is more buying than selling. Lower, more selling than buying. The only way you can track that is through volume. You all have a great weekend. I'll see you bright and early Monday morning. I'm out of here.